Welcome to the Good Life, where life is always good. My name is Kurt, and I want to thank you for joining me today on my ride in to work. If you are new, if you could give me a like and a sub, and I would greatly appreciate it. If you are returning, just give me a like, and let's rock and roll. I'm a little early this morning because I left a little early this morning going to work because I kind of have a busy day today, so I want to get a head start on that. I also am preparing for this heat today because we're in the middle of a dry spell here in North Texas and Oklahoma and wherever you live. I'm pretty sure you're going through some tough times here with this weather. So what we must do is be patient, protect ourselves, hydrate ourselves, because this thing is definitely not ending anytime soon. Well, it's coffee time. Hot. Well, today's coffee is Hub City. One of my H-E-B branded coffee favorites. Like I said yesterday, the day before, I will have another coffee this weekend. So I will start to change it up a little bit because I don't want to get in the same routine of drinking the same coffee, and I don't know. I just need to expand my coffee palate past H-E-B. But I used to get my coffee every morning from QT, but that $2.65 I was paying every morning definitely adds up quick. So I had to get off of that. Now just making it home. And also, when I was talking about H-E-B, I was making a dumb decision because I was usually, well, not always, but a lot of times I was getting me a pastry. And then I had a thing where I would get my coffee and then I would go by Dunkin' Donuts. And then I was also going through Einstein Bagels. And you do that 2-3 times a week, and you look up and almost at $20 a week on pastries, which turns into $80 a month. And I look at things a little different. At a certain point, it becomes a bill. For example, riding on the toll road every day, it's a bill. It turns into a monthly, well, it can turn into a monthly $200-300 a month. Gas up until last year for me was never a bill. I guess what's this 2020? I guess around about 2.5 years ago, it became a bill. I drive 61 miles a day. Well, 61, 62, 63. Just kind of depends. Each way. So you take what 100 and let's just say 125 miles a day. I'm gassing every other day, and I'm gassing every other day at about 30 to $40. And, that's not factoring in if I have to do some running around after work. That's why after work, I like to leave work and go home. Just that random riding around, making pit stops and running errands. Those days are quietly disappearing for a lot of people. So I'm upwards close to $100 a week, and on a month, that's simple math. It can be anywhere from $350 to $400. That's a whole bill. And for some people, that's a car note. So we're definitely in our trying times of just doing what we have to do to survive, because we cannot continue to live at this race. At this pace. All the bills are going up, the electric, the water, and I know somewhere in the house we have a bag just full of, it's a trash bag just full of bills, and the little ads, just with junk mail. And I may go through there and see if I can find a electric bill and a water bill. And I want to see what we were paying, for kilowatts, electric. I want to see how much we were paying a year ago compared to now, because paying water bill almost $300 a month. Electric water and electric is both over $200, but water is closer to $3. And I don't think we use that much water. But I am the hey, cut off those lights person. That's me. I will yell upstairs, turn off that light in the loft, because I know that they're in their rooms, and there's also a chance that the light in the bathroom is on, because for some reason you just can't turn off the light when you leave a bathroom. But yeah, all our bills are high, and I have to catch myself sometimes. I'll be up front and the TV will be on in the bedroom. I'm like, whoa, don't turn off that TV. And I know it may not sound like a lot, but it shit adds up. But we have to remain positive during these times. And I live in an area that's not public transportation friendly. It's not like it's not like I live in New York, where I can just, hop on the train and go to work. Not train, but a subway, or living in areas where you can ride the train to work. And hell, I can't even ride a bus to work, just because there's no direct link between the transportation here. Even though we do have a bus and train, but they really don't connect in a way that would be beneficial for me to ride that. I would love to do it. If I could catch a train all the way to work, oh my gosh, that would be great. It wouldn't always work out in my favor because of the things that I have to do this time of year. With me being a football official, then I'll have games, but just those other times of the year, I would love to hop on a train or a bus, and that would make my commute so much easier. But I just do what I need to do and get to work every day. I doubt we'll ever see gas back in the twos. So that's and that is no matter who's in office, but for your price of groceries to go up, if you notice it's going to be a slight change in the conversation because my wife just called, and I'm an old man, so I forgot where I was at. Oh, obviously I was talking about the price of things, but yeah, we just gotta, you don't have to sacrifice to make things happen. I'm off tomorrow, so there will not be a driving conversation. I will be sitting on the back porch outside and doing my chat with you guys, but I have definitely committed myself to posting daily. And I looked yesterday and I realized that I have like 60 videos, and I have really upped my video count. Now it's not resulting in the views and the likes and subscribers, but one thing that I've heard a lot of content creators keep preaching is just post your content, because I think for a lot of people, if they see you on there, and if YouTube sees that you're on there, YouTube will push your content out to different places. Tomorrow I will probably have a inspector story time, and I had told a story a few weeks ago about I started telling the story a few weeks ago about that involved a unaliving of someone. So I will tell that story tomorrow. So that being said, take care of yourself, take care of your take care of your family, support your children and their activities at school. People, we're at that time of year where we're getting ready to start basketball. We're going to start football. Volleyball is about to start up also. We're going to have events at school. We're going to have PTA meetings. We're going to have music recitals. Support your kids. I don't care if you are the only one there. Be there for your child. You could be the only one at a band concert, but you're there supporting your child. So let's support our kids. Let's support our grandkids. I think for a lot of kids, they love when their parents are there, but it's just so much. It brings them so much joy to see their grandparents. I remember I was in a choir thing when I was in school, and I looked out in the audience, and obviously my parents were there. And oh my gosh, my grandmother was there, and I was so happy. I think it was around Christmas time, and I noticed her when we were probably singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. But parents and grandparents that support our babies, and our babies can be 16, 17, 18 years old too. So let's support them all, and let's have a great day. Enjoy, and I'll see you guys and gals later. Peace out.